Hello guys, welcome to my video series tutorial to talk about Microsoft Semantic Kernel. In this video, I'm going to focus on how you can bring in your custom LLM model into your Semantic Kernel application. Let's start how to implement this feature. For in this sample, I'm going to take my one of connector called YouTube connector. This connector used to connect YouTube. Based on such, it bring the videos, whether you can search in general all the YouTube channel or you want to search only the specific YouTube channel. This YouTube connector, I'm going to treat it as my custom LLM. This concept I'm going to bring into kernel application. In Studio, I have created a new project called custom LLM YouTube demo. In program.cs file, I just create the kernel builder object, use our create kernel builder function, and the main class is YouTube chat completion service. In this class, I used our YouTube connector plugin. Here I created the object. I passed YouTube key plus channel YouTube key. This class has a constructor. This is a primary constructor. Here I passed these two keys, YouTube key and the channel YouTube key. Channel YouTube key is a default passed as a null. This class contains one function. At the moment is a private function. The private function called YouTube search. Here we have to pass our query. Based on our query, it's connected to the search function to get the related videos information. This class I'm going to convert to my LLM class. Let's start how to do that. The first step, you have to derive from the chat completion service interface. Implement this interface, This class contains two functions, one for chat message content async function and another one for get streaming chat message content async function, and there is a one attribute property also. So this is a read-only dictionary, string and object. Let it be there. The first step, we're going to modify this function, get chat message content async function. Remove this default implementation. We have to read the prompt from this chat history. For that, what I'm going to do, these two functions use the same property. First property here you can see the chat history, and chat message content also using the same only. So the private function I'm going to change here to pass the chat history. So let it be like this. Copy this one and pass it here. So we have to read the prompt from this chat history. So the first step, I'm going to check the condition, chat history count, let's assume it's less than 0, then no need to process anything, just return null. The next step, we have to read the prompt from the chat history. For that, I'm going to define one variable, chat message equal to chat history dot last. Read the last from the chat history information. Okay, so we read it. The next step, go to the chat message dot content. So here our prompt is available, this content. We assign to the prompt and we pass this information to this YouTube connector search function. Okay, so we have to call this function from chat message content async function. So here where YouTube result equal to YouTube search, this is not result, here we have to wait. So I have to change this function also, async function. In case if it is null, just return the empty string here. So here we have to return the string. YouTube result we have to return it, but the YouTube result is contained the variable. So first we have to convert to the one string, then converted string we have to return as a chat message content. So the first step here I'm going to do, going to loop this variable to make one string. So here I create one variable called var result equal to, this is empty at the moment, so for each YouTube result, here YouTube result equal to plus YouTube, not new line, should be comma, so that we can, each character we can separate with the comma. That's the reason added here the comma. At the end also I remove the comma, so the comma is not required at the end. So result equal to trim end. Okay, so we finally we get in the one string all the YouTube result. This YouTube result we have to send back to use this class chat message content. This is a read only, so for that we have to define one list chat message content here, chat message content, next chat message content dot add new of chat message content. So the first argument role we have to set. As I mentioned, this class is our LLM class, custom LLM class. So the model responds to the user. So we have to assign the role as a assistant here. The second argument is a string, or you can pass a chat message content also. I am assigning the string here, so the string is a result assigned here. Finally, we return. That's it. Our first function is ready. The next step, we're going to add this service into the kernel to use of this function. For that, go to the program.cs file. In the program.cs file, here we have to use builder.service.add keyed singleton. We have to define the interface, which interface we are using it. We are using iChat completion service. This one. The first argument we have to pass a key, service key. So I use my class name only here. So YouTube chat completion service. The next argument we have to inject the implementation of this chat completion service class. So here I use new YouTube chat completion service. The first parameter YouTube key be available in my config class dot here I assigned YouTube key. The second argument at the moment I leave it as empty. That's it. So our class injected to this builder. Okay, here I'm going to call this kernel. The first step here I call kernel equal to create kernel builder. I'm going to define my prompt. So where prompt function is equal to kernel dot create function prompt. I just define find videos. Find videos. I have to set the input parameter so that based on the key it will find it. So here I define like this: input. The next step I'm going to pass the argument. So for that I have to use the kernel arguments new of arguments dot add. So key is the input. I'm going to set find Microsoft Semantic Kernel. This is my keyword to search the videos. Finally, we invoke the function result await kernel dot invoke async. So the first argument we have to pass the prompt. So prompt function. The second argument is our input arguments. That's it. Here we display the result. Console dot write line. result dot get value. Here we pass as a string. Fine. So I go to this YouTube chat completion service class and I put the breakpoint here. Go back to program.cs file. I run this application and we see the result. The function get invoked, this get chat message content. If you go to the chat history, we can see our prompt, complete prompt information. If you go to this one, here you can see the content, find videos, Microsoft Semantic Kernel. So we defined the prompt, find videos. The input we passed Microsoft Semantic Kernel. So we get the complete content here. And started. Finally, the chat message content, we get the result. Here you can see the complete YouTube videos information. Just run it. So here the result. In our next video, we are going to implement the rest of the function called get streaming chat message content. This function and one more changes we are going to do. If you go to the program.cs file, the kernel builder, we inject the service like this. Instead, we are going to use this format. So how they implemented as Azure OpenAI chat completion, like that we are going to create our function called add YouTube service, something like this. From there we pass the key information, all the things. We'll talk about in our next video. Thanks to all.